So, I have a black for the pigtail. That brown and blue going to become black, so don't screw me up when I'm wiring this up. We have a red. We got a red. Woohoo! We got the yellow for yellow. We got a white for the first white. Second white is orange. And we got a green for the green light. So we're going to strip these with this, and we're going to pre-tin them. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Same bat time, same bat channel. Oh man, I just messed up. I started smelling something burning, and when I put the soldering iron down, it was touching the handle of my needle nose. Ah, crap. Alright, well, just goes to show you, be careful what you're doing. Next. Alright, so here's the pigtails. Red, yellow, white, orange, green, and black. White's trying to get out the way. Alright, but they're not all the same length. Alright. Green is the shortest. Then there's white. And these four are the same. What I might do is stagger the cuts. And a lot of times people, why don't you keep them all the same length? They'll say. Well, if you're going to bundle it, then you're going to have one big pile of soldering connections. So if you stagger it, you'll have one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. It'll make the bundle smaller. I don't think I'm worried about that right now. Alright. So now what we got to do is take this tin part. This goes to, every one of these goes to the connector except the black. So I don't mess that up, I'm taking the black out. Because I have 5 resistors here and 5 wires. I'm going to take these wires, like let's say this orange. Now if you've ever been to school or something, my soldering class, every good solder connection starts with a good physical connection. Well, we don't have any. We're just going to do it like this. Or I can do it like this, all 3, twist them together, and solder them. But then you get this one wire bent backwards. But that's what heat shrink is for, And it's a good physical connection in case I got a yank on this or pull on this. Now, the trick on this is don't forget you need to put heat shrink on it. How are you going to do that? Well, let me guess. Well, first we're going to need some helping hands. Let me zoom back out too. Sorry about that. Because this needs to go all the way back up to the very end after I solder it. All I need to do is solder the end. So I don't need to hold it down that far. I always want the heat shrink all the way down here. But let's solder this. Clean, clean, clean. Clean. Get some solder on my solder. I must have, damn it. Now I'm going to have to melt that. Get some dang on solder off of there. This stuff's old. Alright, clean, clean, clean. How the hell did I get a hold of the red? Alright. Alright, those are done. Now, I don't remember soldering both ends. I have to go back and solder both ends. So now what we do is we sneak this forward. If I can do this. Now we're going to go way up here. And we're going to turn this like this. Now, there. That fits. And we have one wire coming out. I sure hope you can see this because I don't want to do it again. When you use your lighter, use the blue part of the flame. It's cooler, and the yellow part has all the carbon and makes it black, in case you were using different colors. So, that's a stronger joint because we did all three together. For a strong physical joint, before you can do a solder joint. A solder joint, you can yank it, it could fall off. We're not going to be putting a lot of pressure on these. This is going to run down the racetrack, but this is the way I prefer. You get that little pigtail. Goes in, comes out. That's how we're going to do the rest of them. Might take a while. I need to go take a break. Next.